8.1 Vibes FM. We connect throughout Guyana.
For every pain there's a melody, yeah. For every trouble there's a harmony.
I got Firstborn family up in the building. This is exclusively bringing to you brand new. They got some new releases. You're gonna drop. Gonna talk with the brothers, find out what they were up to the past couple of years. I know they've been working.
Yeah, sit down on the corner and oh, I've got to get myself together. Face the wet and dusty weather. My high rates has got to be so high. Cause sometimes it's rough, real rough, and other time it's tough, real tough. But I am planned to sit down with a puff. I've got to do something. Help has always been given to doctor. What? Look it up. This is gathering time. This is gathering time. Yeah, sit down on the corner and oh, I've got to get myself together. Face the wet and dusty weather. My high rates has got to be so high. Cause sometimes it's rough, real rough, and other time it's tough, real tough. But I am planned to sit down with a puff. I've got to do something.
I'll tell you, we're here this afternoon, man. This is the most effective program in Guyana where we connect through 11 radio stations countrywide. Sophia, could you give them the 11 radio station we're going live on right now?
Of course. We're coming to you, like I said, initially we're coming to you from across Guyana, region 1 to 10. We're connecting, and of course on all NCN radio stations throughout. Let's big up to the people there who are locked in Essequibo, in Latham, in Mabaruma, in Madhya, Bartica, Oriala, Shalton, and of course to our friends who are locked in on Radio Pywomac, and not forgetting our Georgetown people, all those of you who are locked in on the Voice of Guyana on 98.1 Hot FM, and of course on the Vibe station itself, 100.1 FM. We're connecting with you this afternoon, and we are ready to welcome our guests in studios.
Yes, you know, Rastafari youths live on. And of course, this is some Rastafari brethren who've been in the music industry. I think, Sophia, when these guys start singing, you were just a young girl, you know what I mean?
I feel attacked.
You feel attacked? Well, you said earlier that you got some Rasta friends. And like I tell you, I got some Rasta man coming through. You might catch a Rasta man. You never know. You know what I mean? Because we run this campaign to see more females with locks. You know what I mean? So you would look good with some.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I always admire it. It's a beautiful thing. And you know, even as a child, you know, although my hair is straight, it was one of my favorite things to braid my hair because it's an easy way to deal with it, especially when it's long and it's curly and you have to, you know, you don't have to comb it.
Yeah. And I mean, so we're here. Let's introduce the brothers. Welcome, Firstborn family.
Blessed love.
You know what I mean?
Blessed Guyana,
yeah. I think you guys are gonna have to use this mic here, the one with the red light. You know what I mean? So just draw a little,
right.
You know what I mean? So Guyana can, you know, hear the legend voices. You know what I mean? It's an honor and it's a pleasure to have you here this afternoon on Vibes Connect. You know what I mean? Me and my two co-hosts here. You know what I mean? This is a program that we do every Saturday afternoon. You know, connecting with our people in different region. Even if you're in the bush bottom, looking for your gold and your diamond, you're connected to us. You can hear us also. You know what I mean? So shout out to all those persons in the back down working hard and locked to the radio. Shout out to all those persons wherever you are connecting with us. Firstborn family, tell us what is the journey like, man? What is the journey like? I know you've been campaigning hard for the past couple of weeks with this new song. We're gonna play it in a few, but tell us what is the journey like with the new music.
Yeah, blessed guy. You know, positive lyrics, positive message, you know, cause Firstborn is always forever inspirational, reaching souls, teaching brotherhood, obedience, righteousness, naturally. So Firstborn is here to bring a positive vibe, energy, you know, to the youths, you know, cause we need to give the youths in this generation more positivity, cause we see that our youths have been losing that morality over the years, you know, so Forest Barn is here to keep that energy and bring that positive vibe.
Nice. Yeah, Sophia, go ahead.
I was listening to your motto that you said. Can you please repeat it for our listeners?
Forever inspirational, reaching souls, teaching brotherhood, obedience, righteousness, naturally.
And that spells out FIRSTBORN.
Interesting.
Yeah. So firstborn, I like that little slogan right there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now,
Inspirational.
I lost there for a bit. Give it again to me, you know what I mean? So firstborn people, let's get it clear. So firstborn, you know what I mean? They've just break it down what the meaning is of firstborn. The motto.
Yeah.
So once again, give us that motto.
Forever inspirational, reaching souls, teaching brotherhood, obedience, righteousness, naturally.
Who created that? Who come up with that?
Together as a group.
Together?
Yeah,
Awesome.
Each person choose one for the particular numeral.
Which one you choose?
Every letter have a word to it.
Yeah.
But the meaning of firstborn, we're the first child for immediate parents. The first 5 founding members. It's from Exodus chapter 13, verse 2. It said, "Sanctify unto me all the firstborn. Whosoever openeth the womb among the children of Israel, both of man and of beast, it is mine." And the 5 founding members of firstborn are the first child for their immediate parents.
That's quite inspirational. And was this motto developed over time, or was it from the inception in the 90s when you guys started as an a cappella group?
Well, it's a motto from, you're talking about the motto or the principle?
The motto.
Both motto and the principle.
Well, the motto was developed as firstborn came together as a group. But the principle is a principle of the Bible, and we found out that the 5 founding members fell under that principle because we were the first child of our immediate
But that's
parents.
amazing.
Yeah,
You
man.
know,
So
that's
it
simply
means,
amazing.
you know, people get this conception that, you know, Rastafari don't read the Bible. You know what I mean? And when you listen now to what you've just said there, it means that Rastafari quote a lot of words coming from the Bible, and it means that yeah, go ahead.
Rastafari is the Bible. You can't separate. You see,
Yeah.
Rastafari, we hail His Imperial Majesty.
Yeah,
And you can't hail His Imperial Majesty without hailing Negus the Christ, because we believe He's the second coming of Christ. So from you talking Haile Selassie and you talk Christ, you gotta talk the Bible. So you can't separate.
Plus
then-
also,
yeah.
Haile Selassie is known as defender of the faith of Christianity, in which he did works to bring together the churches that had separation in Africa, Ethiopia.
Well,
And-
I'm going to say this. I'm not cutting you there, but I've been to Ethiopia, Shashamani land. You know what I mean? I've been there, and from the little knowledge what I would have grabbed, His Imperial Majesty Selassie, he would have been a great leader for Ethiopia. You know what I mean? And some would say, I don't want to argue the Bible or anything, but some would say Jesus was a prophet. Selassie was a prophet of God also. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You see, Christ is a divinity and not an individuality. It's an anointing coming upon a person. Right? So you could see Christ in you, you could see Christ in me. So when we say Haile Selassie is Christ come again, we're talking about that power coming upon a man.
Yeah.
Right? He's that divine power that embodied that Christ divinity. So, but the Christ divinity told you in the Bible that it shall come 2 times. It came as the lamb, and it shall come as the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. If you check history,
Selassie,
Jesus Christ was the lamb.
But
who's the conquering lion of the
Selassie
tribe of Judah?
is Imperial Majesty.
all the
I
follow-up lead up to that manifestation.
Well, this is an interesting conversation, and I'm sure our listeners are intrigued as we are, because many people they are misinterpreted when it comes to the lifestyle of Rastafarians, and most people think it's about the locks and about just eating the kind of food that you guys eat, and I'm happy that you can explain how the religion is practiced, if you want to refer to it, or the lifestyle is practiced, and it's very interesting to hear that you can actually bridge that gap.
Yes,
That's right.
You must have something, Juana.
Yeah, we're really excited to be here. I'm a huge fan. It's been 27 years coming. Did you think when you guys opened for Freddie McGregor about 26 years ago, do you think you will still be here making music, inspiring young people?
Yeah, you know, because one of the things we used to say, even before we met Freddie Gregor, we used to say, we got to sing with Louisiana, you know, we got to do it. We got to make this thing happen. Because Louisiana, Buju Banton, and Tony B were our inspiration at that time. It was in 1996. They were the artists at the time that was bringing that message to the youths. So we always used to say we got to sing. Actually, we started using their melodies and putting our own words in their melodies as singers. And from then, we developed our own melodies. So when we met Freddie McGregor, we already had that vision in us that we would be singing in this time, you know?
Yeah. Well, I know Forrest Barn have been singing for quite some time, and this is the thing, I've never heard Forrest Barn sing covers before. You know what I mean? Like you guys are always original. You know what I mean? Every time you hear Forrest Barn, you hear original song. I don't know if it's happened in the past, but I've never seen Forrest Barn perform on a stage and sing covers. Tell us a little more about Forrest Barn performing as a group, you know, performing together, and why the reason for not doing other artist songs.
Well, we did covers, you know, because we did over Peter Tosh.
Yeah, we recorded a cover over.
We recorded
it. Not that we would perform it.
Yeah.
But we recorded it as a tribute.
A tribute?
Yes.
So you've never performed it on a live stage before?
Yes, we did at the Bob Marley,
Yes.
Marley show, the 6th of February Bob Marley birthday show. Remember Bob and Peter Tosh is
The Wailers.
Yeah.
We had performed that just to tribute to them, to give, you know, that to them.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't find us just going about singing covers like a string band would do, sing covers, you know. We were strictly original.
Tell us a little about the Iris Band. How the Iris Band come about?
Well, the Iris Band come about after things kind of start going a little quiet with Forrest Barn. I went home back to Linden and start organizing some of the brothers, you know, some of my friends them, you know, because a lot of my friends are musicians. And we start organizing ourselves because we always know that Forrest Barn need a backing band, their own backing band. So we start organizing some of the brethren from Linden. And we formed the Irates Band and just holding the vibes, you know, hoping that when everything starts again, we will have the Irates Band too. But it was just a energy pushing towards Linden to get them involved with I that, you know, we could carry the thing on an international level, you know.
Yeah.
And we was fortunate to have Keith Paul.
Yes.
You know, Ras Iwata, known as, you know, the great Keith Paul, One People, One Nation, One Destiny, you know.
Yeah.
He came and MD the band for us.
Yeah.
Nice.
And one of our first great appearances was the Chronic Show, Planted Guyana Show, you know.
Yeah.
The Planted Guyana Show, and the headline was Guyanese Artists Shine on Planted Guyana, you know.
Yeah.
It's also on YouTube, that show, Planted Guyana.
Planted Guyana.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sophia.
Well, he did. One of them did mention that you're from Linden. Are you all from Linden?
No.
Okay, so tell us a little about the members, and you know, it's interesting now that you said no, because how did this come about together?
Well, like I said, the concept is first and foremost, which is Rastafari, right? So if you notice, all of us are Rastafarians.
Right.
So that was the concept, really. The founding members of Forrest Barn, 3 of us went to school together. So we grew up in the same neighborhood, and we all went into the inspiration of Rastafari. And it was until when we started singing, we went to Russell Lancaster, a person who at the time became a Rastafari too. And we said to him, we hear you sing on your piano, so we sing, you know, listen to us and tell me how you sound. And we sang for him, and he said, yeah, I'll sound good, you know. But he's not the musical director. Look, the musical director sit down here. And that was Trion's father, right?
Okay.
Trion's father, man with a big bongo natty, you know, he was well in the Rastafarian field. And he said, yeah, y'all singing good, you know, keep on singing. But it was not until the Rastafarian head of Nyabingi came to Guyana to establish Rastafari in Guyana that we all went to that function and met up. And we sang for him again. And he said, what? This is how far y'all reach in this short time? I left in my farm and come and nurture you as a group.
Awesome.
As Forrest Barn. And he said, my son Trian is a singer. Could he be a part of the group? So it became the three of us, Russell Lancaster, Compton Garrett, and Trian Garrett.
And Treon also happened to be a firstborn.
Yes.
So he fitted right in.
Yes, the only difference with him that his father said he's a firstborn of the Matrix. You see, there is a firstborn and a firstborn of the Matrix. The firstborn of a Matrix is the first between two people. But the firstborn is the firstborn of the womb, the first child that a woman brings.
Nevertheless, he's the firstborn.
First of the marriage, yeah.
Yes. So he
marriage
said,
between-
could he be a part? Because he is a firstborn. And Trion became a part of the firstborn. So actually,
what a
firstborn was
story.
8 members at first.
8 members?
Yes, after
For
the
all
Freddie
the-
McGregor
for
show.
all- For all the time I've known Firstborn, I've known the three of you. You know what I mean? So what year did Firstborn started? What year was the Firstborn group born?
In 1996.
1996,
Yes.
and at that point in time was 8 members.
8 members. The Freddie McGregor show, we sang with 7 members. No, 6 members. And it was at that show that Lambert Semple was in the crowd.
What year was that show?
1996.
Were you born 1996? Because you're the one. You're the one who bring up this Freddie McGregor thing. How old were you 1996?
In 1996, I was 7.
You were 7.
I was 7. Let's integrate. So here's the thing. My aunt was a broadcaster.
Listen, the
so
guy's
I
a
used to-
fan.
I used to be around.
Right, so there you go.
So at the age of 7, you've been watching Firstborn.
Yes.
And now how old are you?
I know I am 34.
And at the age of 34, you finally get to meet Firstborn.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it is a good journey. You guys came from 1996. You've recorded a lot of music, a lot of hit songs. You know, one of my favorite, How Are We Going to Survive? And I'm going to keep saying that all the time. That's always one of my favorite. And, you know, in 2023, you've bring new music. You know, and like I mentioned early on in the week with you guys, you know what I mean? You sang that song, How Are We Going to Survive? And then you come back now in 2023, We Have Survived. You know what I mean? There's a brand new song we're going to play, We Have Survived, in a few. One of the big songs right now that you guys are pushing on every major platform. And I know for a fact that you've been working hard. We Have Survived. Is this a true story? I've listened to the words of the song. You know what I mean? You know, Travis Bruce, you know, our manager here, he like Rasta Man. I don't know if he got a Rasta girl somewhere, but he just like the Rasta Man song. So me and him were having a little conversation, which song we're going to put on rotation for the week of the new week. And he was saying Rasta Man. And I'm saying We Have to Survive. You know what I mean? Which is 2 good songs. Tell us a little about Rasta Man first, then we can talk about We Have Survived, then we're going to play it. So tell us a little about Rasta Man. Where did that song come about?
Well, Rastaman is based on the culture. Like I said in the previous interview, that both of the songs was written by the producer that came to us and said, I want you to sing this song called From. I wrote the song. It just meshed with us. It's Firstborn. He had us in mind that Firstborn should do this, right? But it spells out our culture as a Rastaman. Because like you said, enough people today carrying the locks, they're doing different things they would eat. But a lot of people doesn't understand the culture of a Rastafarian. So in this song just tells of our culture as a Rastaman, that we're holding that culture. We're putting forward that culture. Even though the world has evolved and a lot of people embrace it in different parts, we're still holding that culture and we're preaching the culture of a Rastaman.
What tribe are you from?
I'm from Reuben, which is also a Firstborn, the first sign.
Reuben.
Yes.
Yeah. So I know there are a lot of Nyabingis, and then there are other Rastafarians. You're more into the Nyabingi culture.
We're Rasta. Hear why I say that? Because Rasta, in terms of organized body, has the Nyabingi, the 12 tribe, and the Bobashanti.
Yeah.
But when you're just everything, you're not just a Nyabingi, you're not just a... You represent
So break it down for us, because I'm sure a lot of persons would get confused the difference between a Nyabingi, a Rasta, and then you have the 12 tribe. Break it down a little for us, the different...
The Nyabingi, we could say, is the foundation order. They believe in the harps, beating the harps, and not really the reggaematic type of music. They believe in the
Congo drum and these things.
Yes. So they stand for that ancient. We know that Bob Marley came out of the Nyabingi, right? Then we have the Bobashanti, which is the priesthood of Rastafari. If you follow the Bible, you know that they had in the 12 tribes, they had a set that go to war, but they had a set who never go to war. They always carry the Ark of the Covenant. They represent the priests.
I was about to ask you why some Rastas say peace and some Rastas say war, but now you're breaking it down,
yes,
and I understand. Different member.
The Almighty is both of God of peace, and He deals with war. If war comes, He has to defend.
Yeah.
So in the body of Rastafari, we have all functions. Because we are part of the Creator, we're the body, like you said. What tribe am I? So it shows that every tribe represents a part, right? So the priesthood represents the Bobo Shanti. And then there's the 12th tribe who came about, where it's like a part where you invite anybody to be a part. Sometimes a person would eat meat, but they're a part of 12th tribe because they love the faith. They still want to follow. They believe in Rastafari, but they ain't come the full 100. They ain't come and live it like we would say
so you want that would say, I know the teachings of not what you eat defiles you, is what you speak.
No, it's not
you know what I mean?
Right. It's not what you put in.
It's what you put out. Yes. So I get what you're saying. Positive words. I like the fact that you sharing those knowledge here with the nation. A lot of people they've lost their way and they wouldn't understand certain things, and it's good to know that the brothers could break it down for all of us here, and everybody listening out there. We're gonna go play the song, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk a little about the song before we wrap things up. Firstborn family here, vibing with us, Vibes Connect, and of course we're bringing some real music coming from Firstborn. This is a brand new one here. We're gonna play this afternoon on your radio, so get used and get familiar.
That's it. Yeah, man. Love.
This is for you. We have survived. burning. Yeah. Start the old fire burning. Fill a saucepan with water. Bring some food from the farm. Boil it up in the same pan. Put no flesh in that pot. To give me none of your ball, let mix up chant this Rastaman. To give me none of your ball, let mix up chant I am man. Mama, 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 tell them I'm a Rastaman. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego had their way in the kingdom of Nebuchadnezzar. They declined rich food and wine. It's true. So I will not share the Rastaman concept. It's true. Just because he said this, you say that, still I'm a Rastaman. If I have to stay in poverty just to keep up my way, so shall it be. Yeah. No one, no one, no one, no one, no one, no one.
I'll tell a powerful song coming there from Firstborn Family. And they're here in the building. Brand new music for 2023. And I'm proud to play these songs right here. You know what I mean? I tell you, boy, real music, Sophia. Real. I see a skanking. I've never seen a skank before. I see a skanking.
You don't be around me, so don't try to tell people otherwise. Don't try to tell people otherwise. But yes, I'm voting for Rastaman. I love that song.
Yeah.
The vibe is there, and you don't even have to like the kind of music to enjoy that one.
Yeah.
You know, that's a nice thing about it. But the other song, I Have Survived, what would have inspired that? What have you survived?
Well, closer to the mic. You got two mic now, you could, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's based on survival of everything that people go through. That's the foundation of it. We came through COVID the other day, and a lot of people didn't survive,
Right.
but we have survived. So we as a people, you know, we came through slavery,
Yeah.
and we've survived here because for us to be here through our forbearance, we have survived. But the greatest part of it is that Firstborn came through a lot, and we have survived it. A lot of people say we're 28 years from 1996 to now, and a lot of people say Firstborn broke up. You ain't seen them no more. Where is Firstborn? But we have survived it and come here now.
You're here again.
Yes. So the song is basically saying
Okay.
that.
I guess it will resonate with people, just like you mentioned, having come through that pandemic. You know,
Yes.
it will resonate with the audience out there because that was really a trying time for us. And sometimes now that we are over that, we take it for granted.
Yes. So
You
true.
know?
So true. Yeah, man.
You survived the pandemic because you take the vaccine. Or the vaccine.
Some people can say that, yeah.
Some would say that.
No, but
there are
let
a
me
lot of
ask you,
people-
I didn't get a chance to interview you guys during the pandemic season, you know what I mean? A lot of people would have didn't believe in the vaccine, you know what I mean? And for me, I believe in the vaccine because I take 4 vaccines, you know what I mean? And I would have said to persons that, you know what I mean, all the years we know it, scientists who've been keeping us rolling, all these tablets and all these things we take when we're sick, you know what I mean, and we go to doctors, these are scientific, experiment to get us surviving. For you brothers, you know what I mean, on the COVID vaccine, what is your take on the COVID vaccine?
We believe that a lot of the scientific thing came from the natural thing, which is medicine, from the
Yeah.
natural herbs. You know, nothing in science doesn't come from just science.
Yeah.
They take it from the herb. So we as Rastafarian, like we said, we're foundation, and we believe in the herbs. We go to the herbs. There were a lot of herbs that they was saying in that time that tell you would prevent you from getting COVID.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we as Rastafarians believe in the natural. We're the
So you stick to the natural.
first principle, yes.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
went to the natural.
Well, I agree because I know a lot of my Amerindian brothers and sisters also, you know, went through that pandemic situation and used a lot of natural thing. You know, what I mean, I've never seen ginger sell so much and use so much
Oh.
in Guyana. You know what I mean?
And
So,
we've survived
yeah.
it, both
Yeah.
both parties, you know.
Yeah.
And we're
So-
not just talking about physical survival, we're talking about mentally surviving.
Yes,
Yeah.
so true,
You know,
so true.
that has had an impact on our mental health.
Yeah.
And, you know, songs like these still inspire us,
Yes,
you know,
so
and help us to remember that that period of time, not sacrifice, but that challenge that we overcame.
Yes, So true.
Yeah. Well, of course, we've heard it there from Firstborn family, here with us. Very effective interview. Thanks for connecting with us, my brothers. Continue the good journey, continue to work, keep the music rolling. We need more reggae music in the industry. For quite some time, we've lost our way, all of us, to be blamed, we've lost our way, but it's good to know that reggae music is back. I know you're not alone in the reggae fight to make sure reggae music is standing, even in Jamaica, I see a lot of the reggae artists are coming back now with great reggae music, and it's good to see our own here, Firstborn family, Guyana base is representing and putting the reggae music back on track. Before you guys leave, any message you want to send out there to all the youths who would look up to Firstborn and want to be a group like Firstborn, what are your message to the youths out there?
Well, you don't know, yes, blessings and enough strength and perseverance, and keep aiming towards your goal, because as youths coming up, you don't know, you have your mind on something you'd like to be. Like I could remember a long time coming up, I even used to have a wood and even sing into the grass as audience, till eventually is audience in front of you with a real mic, all the way coming. So just keep persevering and keep your mind on what you need to achieve. And remember, you could always look up at people like Firstborn coming through the times also. They have other artists you could look at, and we just like to give them strength to all the youths and the people around Guyana to come keep supporting all who listening, whatever distance you are. Keep supporting the original Guyanese music, and support and let others know about it, that of good quality standard music, and let others know that they can pick it up and keep it going.
Well, I like you said the fact that you said that. I just remember yesterday we would have had a conversation about 40% and 20% music of Guyanese music on radio. Yes. We've got the green light from next week. It's gonna start. Big up to the management, and we sit down and we put it together and we decide we're gonna start this trend by putting Guyanese music on there. So every week you're gonna hear at least 20% of Guyanese music on your radio. We started with 20%. So by the time we give you more time for bring more music, we're gonna reach 40%. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be across the board to see Guyanese music pushing more. NCN family, we're gonna set the trend and start the trend on every one of our platform. Right now you're across 11 radio station. So you're gonna hear more Guyanese music playing. Everybody every day basically have to give us 20 minutes of Guyanese music.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it is start. The process is now. It's going to start now. You know what I mean?
Yes, right.
Go ahead, as you was about to say before you wrap it up.
Yeah, well, I would want to say to all the creative people, Guyana has its own story to tell, and if the item could be vigilant, observe what's happening, and tell the story of Guyana, because the world need to hear Guyana's story, and there is so much songs and poems when you watch around Guyana. So, just be vigilant and observe what's going on and write about it, because the world need to know what's happening in Guyana. Because Guyana has its own story to be.
Respect.
Told,
Yeah, man. Love and unity, is one of the things we need as artists and cultural people. We need to unify together. It doesn't matter what race, what color, what creed. We need to unify to go forward as a people, So I said unity is the key today, my youths. Unity. Let's unite.
True.
Yeah, first one is around. You don't know. It's Treyon Garrett.
Troy Azor, Ralston Richmond.
Yeah, man.
Respect.
All right, guys, we want to say thank you for stopping by and connecting with us this afternoon here on the Vibes Connect show. And it has been a pleasure being in your company and hearing from you. And I'm sure our listeners did learn something new about your band.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
Blessed
yes.
love. Blessed.
Someone this it, and so acting like fools. So many people lost someone living, and some of them is out of control. Like a blessing, someone this it, and so acting like fools. So many people lost someone living, and some of them is out of control. Clock
Slap on your waist, say you're gonna be gangster. Kill Fiona, black brother for the paper. Think say you're clever, that's not the matter. Remember all the pain when mama feel when baby labor.
Johnny bad, say him a gunslinger. Walk and take people like him a life giver.
Think say you're clever, that's not the matter.
Remember said the days of retribution must take your life job basic.
Some man basic, and so acting like fools. Some even some man even, and some of them just have no control. Like a basic, some man basic, and so acting like fools. Some even some man even, and some of them just have no control.
Tell me that you're heartless, but that's no matter me. Only see them a play with me, your life just like Monopoly. Talk about the job is well done, but not properly. I know you can't get the pressure and the agony. Me realize that them no understand themselves. That's why them go end up on the goddamn shelf. I run down certain things, one get bad man well. That's why the whole of them a figure well.
Life a blessing, some man basic, and so acting like fools. Some even, some man even, and some of them just have no control. Life a blessing, some man basic, and so acting like fools. Some even, some man even, and some of them just have no control.
All we hear ratata, and another body just drop. Ratata, we start out to live flat. Ratata, Batman a counter rat. Ratata, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
It's either you got to face reality. You could never hide from yourself. No way. You said you need time to know yourself some more. You said you need time for a whole lot more, yeah. You said you need time to set